Hello my friends, it's Lucca and welcome back to my channel. So in today's speed build, I am building, I guess you could call this a tiny home, but this is a little rundown, cozy little seaside shack that I built on a 20 by 20 lot in the beautiful world of Brindleton Bay. I actually went into this with a Pinterest reference, so check out the link in the description. At least I hope I remember to put the link in the description for that, but check out the link down below to my Pinterest that I pinned. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but yeah, I use Pinterest a lot for references and inspiration, and it's a really good place to kind of save all of your ideas that you find. You can even get the extension for Pinterest so that you can like pin from other websites. I'm not being sponsored, I promise. I'm just saying, use Pinterest if you're a creative person and you really need somewhere to save a lot of things, because it's very useful. But anyways, I just wanted to build a little rundown shack because I saw this reference and I really liked it. And so I kind of tried to use some elements from that in this build because I've been feeling a little bit stuck with building. If you haven't noticed, I have been going through a little bit of some builder's block, and so I was like, you know what, I just want to find something that really resonates with me and I need to just go for it. And I saw this picture and it was of a shack that had like a brick foundation, but you could see like a little window into the bottom bit. So I was like, there's a basement down there, but we can't really do that in The Sims. So I had to play around with using terrain manipulation to kind of push the house down into the ground. And then I used these they're like they're not fence pieces, they're like the stone wall pieces from Cats and Dogs, and it's the corner bits. I don't really know what you call it, but that thing right there that I'm using currently, that is the thing that I use to kind of help it transition and hide that weird awkward gap in the middle. And I put a lot of like landscaping around it to kind of help it kind of blend in just a little bit, just so that it didn't look so like weird. And I think it came out looking really nice in the end. But what I was going for with this build was mainly just a rundown shack that is still lived in. It, you know, someone's living here, but it's definitely been through a lot. I can imagine here in Brindleton Bay they get quite a bit of thunderstorms and sea storms. They're not called sea storms, but just thunderstorms and like stuff. You know, they probably get a lot of wind and a lot of rain and a lot of erosion. So I was like, I wanted to use the fence as well as some other features, other assets, that's the word, from the Werewolves game pack, because I thought that made a lot of sense here. And it looks really good. I love this siding that came with Werewolves. I do change it to something different, but you'll see I do use it anyways later on. Don't worry, it goes through a lot. I initially was like, oh, there'll be, you know, the living space will be upstairs, and then down in the basement will be like a skill building sort of area. I wasn't really sure, but I do come up with an idea later on, and so this house actually has 3 floors in the end, which is kind of wild, but it works out. Don't worry, it works out. It's a trust the process kind of moment. But I really like the landscaping, and how it came out was what I did. All I did was I went into the little pack filters and just filtered everything by Cats and Dogs. And I went into the like landscaping and everything and the fences and all that good jazz. And I basically just went through that and tried to make it kind of fit in with the environment outside of the lot. That's my biggest tip for any people who are building in The Sims and really want to get into landscaping but are having a really hard time with it. Just look around and try to copy what is outside of the lot. So I obviously didn't copy it to a T, but I just looked around and I'm like, oh yeah, there's these stones and there's these bushes, there's this grass. I'm gonna try to use it in some spaces so that it kind of blends in and it keeps it from looking like it just sticks out like a sore thumb. And yeah, I really liked this fence here. I see this fence a lot, but I haven't used this swatch, and let me tell you how exciting it is to find a swatch that you haven't used whenever you've put in 5,500 hours into this game. Yeah, I've put in a lot of hours into The Sims 4. I've done a lot of building. It's definitely something that do I brag about it? I don't know if I should brag about it. Here I am working on the roofing, finally. I had to do a little bit of tweaking with my video settings for some reason. But anyways, I really loved the roofing that came with wearables, and I just haven't really used it a whole lot yet, and I thought it fit perfect here. It makes the most sense, and I put some trash around, just because, I don't know, I wasn't really sure what I was going for there, because I don't know if the person that lives here would exactly be messy like that, but you know, it's just, it just adds to it. It makes it look a little bit more rough around the edges. It's, you know, maybe it's just their trash that they just haven't gotten rid of yet. Who knows? So how have you all been? Just let's do a little check-in in the comments down below. Is there anything you're, you know, enjoying as of late when it comes to video games or, you know, TV shows or whatever? You know, I have been taking a little bit of a backseat from The Sims myself. I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with life and just things in general, and so I took a break from The Sims, and I've missed it a lot. Let me tell you, I've missed it a lot. But every time I came to The Sims and tried to do anything, I just felt kind of like stuck, and I think it's just my creativity was just needing a little break. But also, I think I just needed a step back to kind of refresh and reset my my batteries, I guess, because I feel like I was pushing myself a little bit too much there for a little bit there, and you know, that happens sometimes with me especially, but it's a learning process. Don't worry, I'm getting through it, I'm dealing with it, and I'm back, I think, for a little bit. I don't know how long, but I'm back for the time being, and I'm really like missing making content. I really like this part, like the editing, the recording the voiceover, just chatting and hanging out. Like, this is my favorite part. I don't know what it is. It's just the process is fun, and I don't know, it's great. And wow, did I take such a long time on this outhouse. I built a little outhouse out here because I do have a bathroom upstairs, more so for the convenience and the gameplay mechanics, because I was like, I don't really know where to put a proper shower or anything. But I think if I were to go back and actually like change something about this build, is there wouldn't be a bathroom upstairs at all. Like, I would put a bathtub somewhere outside, like enclosed by some things, and that's just like how they bathe. You know, the sim that maybe lives here, maybe in the cold months, maybe they just do like little pan baths or something inside. I just feel like I could have went with that instead. But you know, obviously for gameplay mechanics and, you know, gameplay just ease of use, I guess you could say, the bathroom is upstairs. But, you know, if you really wanted to push the storytelling and really kind of hone in on the vibes of this house, you could definitely just go with the outdoor bathing, I guess you could say. I mean, there's also the ocean. I don't think you all can swim in this ocean, can you? I don't remember. But there's the ocean. They could just go out in the ocean, just wipe off, right? No, I wouldn't do that. Definitely not. I don't think you could anyways, because of Brindleton Bay. I don't think Brindleton Bay is swimmable. I don't think it is. I know Windenburg isn't for some reason. I really hope they update that. That would be really, really nice if we got some more pack refreshes. I feel like they just did a spa day refresh and they just they just decided to never do that again. And I'm like, I really hope they do. I don't know. I'm hoping that with The Sims 4, like the base game becoming free, it's actually going to open up even more people to buy more packs, and it'll kind of push them even more to refresh these packs to make them more sellable, if that makes sense. Like, what expansion pack do you think the most of when you think of a pack needing a refresh? I personally want to say Island Living. I think Island Living was definitely one of my favorite expansion packs. It's beautiful. The world is beautiful. The gameplay, it was all right. It wasn't bad. It had a lot of potential, and I think they just need to, like, the mermaids, I think they needed to push the mermaid, like, system a little bit more. If I'm not mistaken, I don't really remember. I haven't even played mermaids that much. I've played vampires. I've played, you know, spellcasters. That's what they're called. I've played with spellcasters. I've played with aliens a little bit, but I have not played with mermaids a whole lot because I just feel like there isn't as much to do with mermaids. I don't know. I just think island living needs a boost for sure. And perhaps just because I was thinking of it, maybe some get together updates would be also kind of nice. I think there needs to be something else in get together to kind of push it further, because get together in and of itself, I adore it. I think everything about it is wonderful. I think the world is beautiful. The build buy content's beautiful. The gameplay is really, really beautiful. Beautiful? No, it's not beautiful. It's just okay. You know, it's got some really good little bits about it. I really do like the pack, but I can definitely see why people would not want it, because it doesn't really have the most to offer. And I think there needs to be something else. Like, there needs to be some kind of gameplay added in or just boosted that kind of fits in with the vibes of that kind of world more. I'm not sure what that would be necessarily, but I don't know. I just think there's a lot of potential, because it's just an amazing, amazing pack. And I love Windenburg. It's my home. It's my favorite world in the game. And there's a reason why I build in it all the time, is because it's so pretty. But back to this build really quickly. There's the third floor. The basement down below is actually a potion room, because, you know, maybe this is a little seaside witch. I can just see her just thriving. Oh my gosh. Is that what? Oh, that's what I was channeling. Yeah, I was just thriving with my little fantasies of a seaside witch, just making her little potions, and maybe she goes to the little, you know, the water and collects like kelp and stuff for her spells. I don't really know much, but I can see it. I can see it happening. I can see it being a Sally Owens from Practical Magic kind of vibe. Oh, she is everything to me. Oh, but back to what I was talking about the pack refreshes. I think Get Together, Island Living definitely should get refreshes. I also wouldn't say no to a Get to Work refresh, just because Get to Work is like the OG expansion pack. And I think it would be nice to have some new, like something better fixed with it, because like I feel like the gameplay was really fun, but it got kind of repetitive in some points. Like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be really cool to, you know, have more to do with the doctor career, and, you know, I don't know. Just, I would like that, because it's one of those packs we've had for such a long time that I think having a refresh would just be nice. But yeah, I could think of a ton. I literally could sit here and just look at every single pack that we've gotten and be like, oh yeah, I want this added to this. Like there's that's just how it is with The Sims 4, unfortunately. I'm not saying that that's just how it is specifically with The Sims 4. I feel like with any video game, regardless of how good it is, there's always going to be something that you see in it. You're going to be like, oh, I want more of this, or I would like this to be different. You know, it's just up to personal taste, but I don't know. I just thought I'd open up that discussion, and just let me know in the comments your ideas, just because it's really cool to talk with y'all about it. But anyways, this house will be available to download. All you have to do is search for my username, luccaowens. It is LUCCAOWENS, as well as the hashtag Lucca. It is LUCCA. But yeah, it came out looking pretty cute. Is it a starter home? I'm not entirely sure. I will look at that, but I don't think it is. But it's cute. And I'm really, really here for it. And I kind of want to live in it myself, because at this point, I'm just like, me and my boyfriend just need to find a nice little tiny house in the woods, and just so that I can just be away from everyone. I don't know. Just, you know, I just dream of living in the forest in a cottage near the mountains, but also near the sea. Oh, there's so much I could do. But anyways, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Take your vitamins. Girl, go take your vitamins. I know you forgot, because I forgot. And, you know, we're the same. Not really. I really hope you're not the same as me, because I'm chaotic and forgetful as hell. But no, in all seriousness, go take your vitamins, go drink some water, and go eat something, and get out of bed. At least get out of bed for a little bit, because that sounds nice right now, actually, because it's cold. Anyways, I'm just rambling. I've had caffeine, and so I'm starting to kick into overdrive. But anyways, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay home. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. All the stays. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you all so very much for being patient for me and with me. And thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird, and I will speak to you all next time. Goodbye, my friends. you.